should be working. We should be good. And okay, I don't see Diane. So I'm guessing that she got caught up. No big deal. We'll just have her on another time. But I will still talk about go with the flow. And I'm having an early cup of tea because we have a winter storm and it's storming out, and a hot cup of tea tastes good. So let me know if you can hear me. I'm just going to go check my timeline and see and double check. I mean, it says my mic's working. It says I'm live on all 4 platforms. Let's see. Oh, refresh. Doesn't even look like I'm there. Oh, there I am. And refresh. Yep, I have sound. Okay, I hear myself. Awesome. Okay, well, I kind of wanted to have some input, but you know what? I'll just go with it. This phrase has been popping up into my head all week long. This light looks like it's a little bit bright, doesn't it? That's okay. Anyway, nobody's here yet. So here it is. It is a Bruce Lee quote, and I like Bruce Lee. Believe it or not, I was in the martial arts, in Taekwondo. There we go. That's a little bit better. And let's see, how far did I get? I think I got to my red stripe. I didn't get to my red belt yet, or my black belt. Maybe someday I'll go back. I don't know. It was really fun. And, you know, I highly encourage anyone to try martial arts because you learn a lot. You learn a lot about self-control, perseverance. Those are the 2 main ones that I learned. But they teach you a lot of cool life skills as well as self-defense, you know? It's good to know those things. So I'm going to read you a little paragraph here from Bruce Lee. And then we'll talk about some of the analogies in business and in life. So he says, be like water, making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object. You shall find a way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. If you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend, he says. The biggest part that stands out to me is do not be assertive, because in business, we don't want to be chasing people down. And in Taekwondo, in martial arts, you don't want to be chasing your opponent down either. You want to go with the flow. And I know that Diane says this all the time, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to pick her brain and have you see it, but that's okay. We'll do it another time. Maybe the same topic, maybe a little bit different. Anyway, so go with the flow. And if you stay rigid, right? I learned this lesson the hard way. If you stay rigid, like, and you're standing up tall, like standing up with let's say your knees kind of locked, you're not down in your fighting stance with your knees bent and being flexible and ready to go with whatever that's coming at you, right? You're going to get nailed. You're going to get nailed because you won't be able to go with the flow. You won't be able to move when a punch or a kick comes at you or whatever move they try. And you're going to get nailed. They're going to get you. So you have to stay with the flow, able to deflect and defend and then go in for your strike. But you're using your opponent's energy. Water flows. It flows through the cracks and around things. It's not rigid unless it's frozen ice. Then it cracks, right? So No, it's not water anymore. If that makes any sense. So, water is also strong. It can wear away stone over time. It's continually moving and flowing. It doesn't stand still. When water stands still, it becomes stagnant, like a pond with no rain, a pond, and I'm pointing out my window because we have a pond, but it does have a spring underneath that keeps it fresh. And it gets rain, and this time of year it gets snow, so it doesn't stay stagnant completely. But a pond is just, if it stays stagnant, it gets too many rotten organisms in it, and eventually things in it die. So a, a, a pond that has life gets other water in it. It gets, there's an example, and I don't know where it's at, but there's somewhere over, I want to say, I don't know where it is. I saw it on one of these satellite shows on the Science Channel, and it is so stagnant that it's actually acidic, so acidic, full of acid, and there's like no life in it. It's like dead. I don't remember the name of it or anything. But like our pond, I said, gets fresh water. A river gets, I mean, so full of life and motion and strength, right? It gets fed by streams and underground waters and snowmelt and rain, and it keeps it alive. So I guess my whole point is don't be rigid. Don't be chasing people down, and be like water. Go with it. Go around the obstacles, under them, around them, over them. You know, that's how waterfalls happen, right? It goes over the rocks and down the steep cliff or whatever. That's it. Lastly, speaking of going with the flow, there's exciting things happening this week. And when you're going with the flow, you can feel the energy around you. You can feel that something is happening. And if you want to be a part of it, I encourage you to get this course for $1. It's scrolling on my screen, because what it will do is give you a chance, number one, to work with me. I will help you out. Number two, you'll get, I mean, it's a great course. I've implemented so many little nuggets from it that, oh my gosh. And it's all making a difference in my marketing. So for $1, you'd get all those secrets. And you would also get a chance to earn some big commissions on Wednesday if you joined, which is tomorrow, which if you joined, you know, here, you'd get the whole system for a month. And then if you don't like it, you could just go away, and all you'd be out is $1, right? So I say it's a no-brainer, but you know, it's your business. Anywho, so that's win.learnwithginny.com/rockstar, because that's the name of the summit. Grab it for $1 and then get a hold of me and I'll help you out. Okay. Make it a great day. Be like water. Drink your tea. Take a breath. And let's get going. See you later.